boy, they're close. And, oh, man, does it get any closer? Is he going to make it out of there? Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. Well, here we are, folks. It's season one, round number 8, race number 3 of the round of 8, actually. And this is it, boys and girls. The last shot, the guys get a chance to get into that championship 4. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know each time we go live. And boy, it's a little cool out there tonight. 65-degree air temperature. The winds are blowing at 7 miles an hour. But boy, look at that track temperature, 103 degrees. And so it should make for an interesting race. Of course, it's a fixed setup with the damage on one fast repair. And I believe we will be having the live single car qualifying that we've been enjoying for the last several races here tonight before we get down to 250 laps of action here. And it looks like we've got just under 10 minutes to go before qualifying begins. Let's see who's out on track here. There's Kyle Rochelle. He's out running right now. Looks like he's second fastest with that 21.537. Points leader Vincent Sora, third fastest at the moment with a 21.574. Oh, got a little loose there. Good save. There's 57 to Thomas Walter. He's currently 10th fastest with a 21.755. And the drivers, like I said, they're getting ready to get down to the nitty-gritty here, folks, and looking at those playoff points. Now, Vincent Sora, like I said, he is your leader. Him and Tom Sinchak, they look pretty good there, and Kyle Rochelle and Maurice Gamillion a little bit closer to that cutoff there with Thomas Walter and Aaron Kralik right there on the outside looking in. And you know what they say, it's never over till it's over. Anything can happen, folks, and they obviously just need to have a good race, and right there on the bubble is Maurice Gamillion, and he's definitely probably the one that needs to have a really good night tonight. There he is on track right now. Let's see, he's currently running currently 13th fastest with a 22.089. I tell you, the Monster Mile here at Dover can be a tricky place to deal with. And so far, it looks like everybody's doing pretty good. Let's see, there's a 16 Aaron Kralik. He's 6th fastest with a 21.666. Beautiful sunny skies here today in Dover. Who else is out there? There's a 24 Landon Durhol. New look today for the 24 car. currently 9th fastest with that 21.726. There's Sean Huffstutler. He's 5th fastest. 21.6 flat. There's the 12 car, Ryan Ferraro. We'll bring up the whole grid here so you can see everybody on track. Now, the drivers with the yellow background, those are your top 8 there. And, of course, that's going to be whittled down to 4 after tonight. And looks like right now we got 15 cars in the server, and still have several guys in there who aren't, they're not going for the championship, but still, they still come here to race. My apologies to Maurice. His number is supposed to be in yellow, but it is not. But he is definitely in the show as of right now. Right now, Tom Simchak there going right underneath him. He's currently fastest at the moment. Let's see, what's his time there? He's got that 21.517. Just a few minutes, we'll be getting ready to go into the live qualifying. I tell you, that is always fun, folks. And love to see the guys get out there one at a time, and a little bit more pressure on you when everybody's watching you, just like in the real world, And so I always have fun watching them do that live qualifying here, and happy to bring it to you here on Rice Motorsports TV. Just a few minutes to go, so while we're waiting for them to wrap up practice, we're going to take a very quick break here, and we'll be right back. You're watching the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Lily leads down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison.
Hey folks, we're back here for the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge here in the playoffs, and clock is just about to wind down here, and looks like we only have less than a minute, about 30 seconds to go before we get to qualifying. So very exciting time here now. We got Morris, he's still 12, he's 12th fastest there, sitting on pit road, probably chilling now, waiting for them to roll over to the qualifying session here. Looks like Simchak right now is still the fastest with that 21.517. Let's see if he can hold that up during qualifying here. And the checkered flag is out, and here we go, folks. Getting ready to roll over to the qualifying session. Let's see who will go out first here. The drivers are now coming on the pit road. Probably get them all lined up. I think we have one car getting ready to head on out. Yes, we do. It's Aaron Kralik. He will be the first out tonight. Mr. Consistency himself. Making his way now to start his qualifying run. Kralik, he's 15 points out of that cutoff there, so he'll definitely be looking to turn it up here and have a good night. Crosses the line for his first hot lap is a 21.736. Oh, it got close to that wall. I hope he didn't touch it, because if you bounce off the wall or touch it, it will negate that lap. Let's hope that this second one stands up here. Let's see what happens. Comes to the line. Does that lap count? Yes, it does, but he did not improve. That was a 21.806, so the 21.736 is what he will be working with there. Next up is Sean Huffstudler. Like I've said before, Huffstudler, now he's not in the playoffs this year, but he's put on some pretty decent performances throughout the season. And he'll definitely be one of the guys to keep an eye on when he's joined the league in the next season, at the beginning of the season, and have a full season worth of points to collect, as he joined probably somewhere around the midway point, if not a little further on. First time across the line. Let's see what Sean gets here. He is now new pole sitter, 21.672. Trying to improve on that. He comes to the line, and let's see if he improves on that. And unfortunately does not. 21.755 was that second lap. Next up is the 8th machine of Tom Sinchak. He's crossing the line to start his first hot lap here. His first lap time is puts him second fastest at 21.716. Huffstudler still on the pole at the moment. Here he comes out of turn 4. Let's see if he can beat that time as he crosses the line. Does he improve? He improves his time, but not his position. Still second fastest with a 21.687. Next up, the 12 machine, Ryan Ferraro. Now trying to take care of those tires on that out lap. Here he comes now. Clock is running for the 12 car. Comes his first lap time. Let's see what he gets here. He will be fourth fastest with 22.368. Definitely want to pick that up. That's over a half a second behind the pole sitter at the moment. When he comes to the line, let's see if he improves. Yes, he does. He improves his time, but not his position. 22.169 is his second time there for Ferraro. Next up is the 21 of Kyle Rochelle, making his way out. Time to beat is a 21.672 set by Sean Huffstutler. And now the clock is running for the 21 machine. Getting to turns 3 and 4 very nicely. Very smooth. Crosses the line to finish his first time lap. And that will put him on third fastest with a 21.711. Right now about 0.03 of a second off of the pole. Try to see if he can pick that up. Here he comes out of 4. Comes down to the line. Let's see if he can move from that third spot. And yes, he will. Straight to the top, folks. 21.586, your new pole sitter. Next up is the 24, Landon Durhol. And here he goes to start his first lap. Oh, and he gets into the wall, so that first lap's not going to count. We'll just have to come around and try to salvage something here. Try to keep that next lap clean as possible. Here we go. One last shot here for Landon Durhol. A little wiggly there coming off of 2. Making his way through 3 and 4. Still trying to push it, trying to make up for that scrape on the wall. Let's see what he comes away with as he crosses the line here. And he will be 5th fastest, a 21.966. 21.966 for the 24, Landon Durhol. Next up, your points leader, Vincent Sora. There he goes. I mean, they're not leaving anything on the table here, folks. Looks like he's putting together a good first lap here. Let's see what Vincent comes away with on this first hot lap. Trying to beat 21.586. He's almost there, 0.04 of a second with the 21.627. Trying to pick that up, get that pole position. Let's see if he can get it. Crosses the line, and unfortunately, he does not improve. That was a 21.701, his second timed lap there. Still good enough for a second place, though. Next up is the 51 of Max Foner. Here comes Max to start his first timed run. Comes out of 4. Complete his first hot lap. And he will slot in at 5th at the moment with a 21.699. Making his way out of 4, coming down to the line. Oh, and he hits the wall outside and inside. So that's the best he's going to do for now. Right now, he's 5th fastest. And let's see, is anybody else? Now, qualifying is voluntary. You don't have to go qualify. Looks like Ryan Bird, he's going to go ahead and go out here. So far, 8 have made the qualifying attempt, 8 of 15. Actually, I think there's 16 cars in now. I think Jesse Thornock has also come in. Okay, here's Ryan getting ready to start his first time lap. Comes around to complete lap 1. Let's see where he starts at. 7th fastest, 21.786. Just a 1 click less than 2/10 off the pole sitter. Let's see if he can pick that up here on lap number 2. Well, he crosses the line. Let's see if he improves that 7th position. Improves his time, but not the position. 21.770. Still 7th fastest for Ryan Bird. Next will be the 1 machine, Dakota Moniz. Oh, and he locks it down coming out of the pits. Maybe he thought he was going too fast, because you will get a penalty if you cross that white line before you get to the blue cone and the blue line there, which marks the exit of pit road. I tell you, that did not help his tires at all. Locking them up like that. Clock is now running for Dakota here. Let's see what he comes away with on his first lap. At least it happened before he really got up to speed. Crosses the line here. That's going to put him, he's 10th fastest at the moment, the 22.294. Hopefully he can pick that up a bit here. Making his way out of turn 4. Let's see if he improves from that 10th starting spot. Yes, he does. Up to 8th position, 21.857. Good recovery for Dakota Moniz. Next up is the 57 of Thomas Walton. Walton making his way around now to start his first time run. Clock is now running out for the 57. See what he gets on his first hot lap here. Okay, starting 9th right now, 21.965. That will be the time he wants to beat is 21.586. Right now he's 3/10 off the pole. Let's see if can he pick up 3/10 of a second. Let's see what happens. Crosses the line. And he does improve up to 8th position, 21.819. P8 for Thomas Walter at the moment. Next up is the 20 machine of James Trammell. A lot of black cars out there tonight. Kind of a new trend going on here this week. All looking good. Trammell, he's been having some good runs too. He'll be another driver you want to keep your eye on next season. when he starts the season at the very beginning. Oh, and I thought I heard him tap the wall there. Trying to think, was it before the line or was it after the line? If it was before, he'll be okay, and this lap will still count. Let's see what he gets here when he crosses the line. Makes his way through 3 and 4. Looking good coming out of 4. And he does get a time, 9th fastest, 21.821. Definitely want to pick that up if you can. Here he is. Let's see if he can improve on that 9th spot. Looks like, unfortunately, he does not. Doesn't improve his time. That second lap was a 21.867, so he'll remain 9th at the moment. Next up is the 44, Maurice Gamillion. Maurice is the guy on the bubble here tonight. He'll be doing everything he can to have a very good night here tonight and get into that championship 4. Here he's off and running now on his first time lap. Looking good through turns 3 and 4. Let's see what he starts off with here. Crosses the line for his first time lap, 11th fastest, 21.958. Trying to improve on that 11th starting position. Comes out of 4 and down to the line. And looks like he will move up 10th position. He improved one spot, 21.825. Hey, one step at a time. Next up is Jesse Thornott in that chrome color number 28 Ford. Now he's off and running on his first time lap. Oh, and he did a good job staying off of that wall, but I'm sure that cost him a bit of time here. Let's see what he gets as he crosses the line. Yeah, he's 14th fastest. Definitely gonna try to pick that up if he can. That was a 21.791. Oh, and a little out of shape there. So this probably will not be a faster lap. Any little bobble like that will definitely cost you tenths of a second. Comes to the line, he completes his run. And unfortunately, looks like, actually he improved this time. Up to 12th position, 21.919. He really didn't leave anything on the table, folks. Good effort by the 28, Jesse Thornott. And that's going to do it there, folks. And that's going to set the field there. And now we just wait for them, the cars to get ready to roll off. We're going to roll over to the race session here. Okay, and now they're getting ready to, we're now in the race session. Cars are starting to come out on pit road. $16-car field tonight. As they get ready to head out of pit road, let's take a look at their starting lineup here. On the pole, Kyle Rochelle. Starting second, Vincent Sora. Sean Huffstudler third. Very good qualifying effort for Huffstudler there. Tom Senchak fourth. Max Foner fifth. Aaron Kralik sixth position. In seventh, we have Ryan Bird. Eighth, we have Thomas Walter. In ninth position, we have James Trammell. 10th, Maurice Gomillion. Dakota Moniz starts 11th. 12th, we have Jesse Thornock. At 13th position, we have Landon Durhole. And 14th, Ryan Ferraro. Adam Westfield, now he did not, he just must have just got in. Him and Stephen Perry got in just in time, so they did not make qualifying runs. They'll start 15th and 16th respectively. Waiting now for the pace. I believe that's a pace truck to take them out this time. Yes, it is. 250 laps in store for us this evening at this 1.0 mile facility. Air temperature is still pretty cool. Track is still holding around 106 degrees there. And now they're rolling off a pit road. Now, for some reason, Kyle is in front of the pace truck. Not sure why. He is ready to get this show on the road. Everyone's in line here. Rochelle, Sora, Senchak, Huffstadler, and Kralik, your top five. Okay, the pace truck is down on the pit road. Waiting for the green flag to come out. Green flag is in the air. We're racing here at the Monster Mile at Dover. Oh, Senchak, he's getting a little frisky there already, trying to get underneath the 14. Looks like he's going to get by Vincent Sora there at the moment. Trying to get closer to Kyle Rochelle there. Yeah, of course they are teammates, but I mean, you know, when it comes down to the championship, hey, once you get to that round, even then they'll probably work together if they can to keep the two of them up the front. Right now he's starting to pull away from Sora just a little bit, almost half a second ahead of the 14 car. He's got Aaron Kralik behind him. Kralik is now fourth. Sean Huffstadler in the fifth spot. And there's Max Foner running on sixth position. Everybody's starting to spread out just a little bit. Everybody's getting around the track nicely here. At the Foner, there's Thomas Walter running in that seventh position. Starting to lose a little bit of ground to the cars in front of him there. Stephen Perriott, now I'm wondering if it's possible that he may be race control, and he was showing him out already, and we don't have any record of him crashing or anything, so that is most likely the case, I would say. Further right, there's James Trammell. Running in eighth, and in ninth, we have Ryan Bird and Maurice Gomillion. Gomillion chasing that 58 car. trying to get that 9th spot. Behind Maurice is Landon Durhol, and he's moving up on the 44 there. Trying to find a way around. While Maurice, he's trying to find his way around the 58 car, Ryan Bird. And all the while, they're trying to pass each other, and all the while, man, they're still battling that monster mile as well. Tires struggling for grip there just a little bit. Meanwhile, up the front, Sinchak, he is now your leader. He's moved ahead of Kyle Rochelle. Near him and Rochelle, RS Racing are running 1-2 at the moment. Vincent Sora, he's still in third. And he's starting to lose a bit of ground to the two teammates there. Oh, got a little wiggle there. Still going strong. There's Aaron Kralik, and he's being challenged by the 94, Sean Huffstadler. Huffstadler moves into that 4th spot. I think Huffstadler, he ended up in starting 3rd and making some good time around the Monster Mile here. Trying to get closer to the championship leader at the moment. They haven't exactly lost Aaron Kralik. And Kralik himself, oh, looks like Huffstadler, did he go wide there? Oh, that was Vincent Sora that went wide, and Huffstadler moved right under him into the 3rd spot. But Vincent Sora is right now moving in the wrong direction. Now back to 4th position, and he's about to get under attack here from Aaron Kralik. Sora in a little bit of trouble, but you know, he knows that he's going into the championship 4. So he knows the guys behind him have a bit more to race for. Aaron Kralik definitely one of those trying to race his way in there. Right now he's running in 4th. Maurice Gamillion is 11th at the moment. Trying to hold off Jesse Cornock. Everybody that he needs to get ahead of or stay ahead of is in front of him at the moment, so he's got a little work to do. Now lap 17 to 250. Sinchak, he continues to lead. Oh wow, look at the gap that they have opened up here, folks. And there's the 8 and the 21. You can see where they are there, and there is Sean Huffstadler and the rest of the field. Wow, getting close to almost a straightaway. And the way these guys are going right now, I can see this becoming some like green flag pit stops here for sure. Might have been a good idea to ask him, hey, you know, before the race, hey, how many laps do you think you can go on a tank of fuel? We might not get a chance, folks. Everyone's getting around the track very nicely. James, I think I saw somebody move there, James Trammell, and they're wadded up here right now. Gamillion is still 11th, but looks like Maurice Gamillion is battling with the 57 of Thomas Walker, trying to pick up one more spot there. There's Dakota Moniz on the outside, Adam Westfield right behind them. Things It's getting a little tight right there. Westfield taking a look on the inside. Trying to get past the 44. He tucks up behind him once again. I think Moniz now, he's the one that ended up going under the 92. Trying to complete the pass. Looks like he will. He slides up in front. Oh, Westfield, he was avoided making contact with Jesse Thornock there in the silver car, the 28 machine. Thomas Walton, he managed to hold off the attack of those 2 or 3 cars there, and now once again he's focusing on James Trammell, 20 machine. See if he can get under him. Jack and Rochelle continue to power away from the field over 4 seconds now. You can see on the track map the gap they're starting to pull out there. Still not quite a straightaway yet. Jamel, he's doing a good job of holding the 57 back there. Look a little further up. There's Ryan Bird. Now he's running all by himself at the moment, comfortably in that 8th spot. Vincent Sora is right up there. He's trying to get closer to Aaron Crawley to get that 6th position from the 16. Ahead of Aaron is the 24 Landon Durhol. He's chasing down the 51 of Max Foner. Max been having some good races here of late. Finding himself right up towards the front of the pack here. Let's see, he's about, let's see, just about a second behind Sean Huffstutler. There's Sean right there running in the 3rd spot. Pretty comfortable in the 3rd spot right now. He's 3 seconds behind the 2 leaders now. They're not even in sight at the moment. He's making his way through coming out of 2. You'll see them momentarily. There they are down there going into 3. Look at our track map, and here he comes out of 4, and still managing to stay less than a straightaway behind Rochelle and Sinchak. Rochelle has gone back to the point once again. Sinchak fell back just a little bit now, over a second behind the 21 car. That may be a thing where, you know, they're deciding, okay, you know, it's a long race. We're only on lap 30 of 250, and we might as well pace ourselves here. Now, he's still a good, it's 3 seconds. He's still 3 seconds ahead of Sean Hofstadler. That is starting to come down, though. Now it's less than 3 at 2.97. He might be managing in that, trying to keep it somewhere in that 3 second gap if he can. Hofstadler, he doesn't have any challenges right behind him, not directly behind him. But he can really focus on trying to bear down and catch the 2 leaders. If he is not indeed himself trying to save his tires for what could be some very long runs here, like a complete fuel run here. Max Foner there in fourth. Landon Durhol's getting a little closer. Slowly starting to reel in the 51. This is definitely going to be a long race, folks. It seems to me these laps don't click off as fast as sometimes we're at a track and it just seems like, wow, they just really, next thing you know, it's like 30, 40 laps or something. But this is this 1 mile over here sometimes almost feels like it's 1.5. We just saw Foner about a lap or so ago, saw him tap the wall, and you just heard Durhol tap the wall. Makes you kind of wonder now, 36 laps in, are these tires starting to get a little on the ragged edge for these guys? Nobody has pitted yet. They're continuing to run in order. A little bit further back in the field, Maurice Vermillion is now up to 10th position. Dakota Moniz has followed him into that 11th spot, followed by Adam Westfield. Thomas Walter is the one now who's falling back a bit. He's down in 13th position. And he did get ahead of the 20 of James Trammell. And followed by Ryan Ferraro there in the 15th position. Well, boy, I tell you, that gap is starting to come down just a little bit. Matter of fact, Rochelle, he's actually pulled out from Senchak quite a bit now, almost 2.5 seconds. Huffstutler is just about a little bit more than the same gap back from Senchak. Still just over a second ahead of Max Foner. Foner, he's got his hands full with Landon Durhol here. Durhol challenging for that 4th position. Maybe getting to the point now, they're not going as fast as they're capable of going, but going as fast as they're able to go. Durhol starting to inch ever closer to the 51. A little bit of a wobble there from Max. He's getting closer and closer. Now, who is that in front of him? That's Sean Huffstutler in the 94, who's in front of Max Foner. Oh, and he bounces off the wall hard. That's definitely going to cost him some momentum. That gives Foner a little bit of a breathing room, but not much, because Durhol, he recovers very quickly. Meanwhile, Huffstutler, he's maintaining that gap. Just barely, just over a second ahead of Foner and Durhol. But further back, Ryan Bird and Aaron Kralik are having a battle here. Battle for that 6th position. Bird's got it, just took it away from Kralik. Definitely see these cars, these guys are starting to have to grab them coming off of 2 and 4. Tires definitely starting, and everybody's, it's almost like trying to be like Darlington or something. You know, they're trying to get a Dover stripe. a little tap of the wall, but I tell you, this place can be brutal. If you bounce off that wall too much, you'll be like a ping pong ball right down to the inside wall. Because there's literally no place for you to really go if you slide off the track. He's trying his best to hold on to the 58, Ryan Bird. Behind them, there's Jesse Thornock. Thornock now up to the 8th position. Now looking further back, Vincent Sora, he is as far back as 11th position now. This is interesting. Now he's there. He's leading the standings at the moment, and right behind him is Maurice Gomillion, the car on the bubble. He's going to try to drive under the 14. Looks like he might do it, and he will. Back up to that 11th position. That seems to be where he's been finding himself a lot here tonight. Probably one of those tracks, you know, everybody has favorite tracks, and then folks have some tracks where they're, it's just not, you know, Lady Luck is just not kind to them there. And this might be one of those tracks for Vincent Sora, because he is dropped well back into the field, almost to the rear of the field here. He is really struggling now. You can see him getting out of that gas quite a bit. It's almost like how far are these guys going to push it. Let's go up here with the leader, Kyle Rochelle. Let's see, let's hop on board with him. He is maintaining a very smooth pace through the turns, accelerating pretty smoothly there. Setup that they had to work with, this fixed setup, he is definitely working it to the best of his ability, and definitely able to maintain a good lead ahead of the rest of the field. Very smooth. His gap is now 4.3 seconds back to Sinchak. There he is, going into turn 3, and there's Tom right there, the 2nd position. Right on board with Tom here. You kind of hear him that he's getting out of the gas a little bit more than Kyle was. Instead of just feathering that throttle, sometimes you hear him actually lift significantly there to maintain control of that 8 car. Time he works that throttle there and kind of lifts just a little bit, you see Dana lose another 1/10 of a second or so to Rochelle. Still no one has pitted yet. Let's compare the lap times here for him and his teammate. Let's switch that over, show the leaders here. And Rochelle, he is definitely faster every single lap. Last lap was the 10th, lap 54 was 2/10. That was his fastest gap to Sinchak in the last 5 or 6 laps or so. Oh, we have a driver in, Aaron Kralik, coming down pit road. Get down to the stall. Then, man, it is time for some fresh Goodyear tires on this 16 machine, because I have had enough. And now here comes the part where, you know, you just have to sweat it out. And as he leaves, here comes Vincent Sora coming in. And just have to hope the whole thing cycles around. Like, don't have a caution now. Don't want to get stuck a lap down. Boy, it just seems like the pit road speed is so slow, and he's just creeping down that pit lane. Agonizingly slow. Making his way down to his pit stall. Four tires in field for the 14 there. Rochelle and Sinchak are still out. Now he exits the pits. He's 2 laps down. Kralick's actually 3 laps down. Let's see, Kralick, he stopped on 57. Sora stopped on, Kralick stopped on 55. Sora stopped on 57. And here's one of the 2 teammates there of RS Racing, Tom Sinchak. He's coming in. Rochelle is still out. This is one of those races where, you know, I've said before, Kyle Rochelle, he will set a certain pace, and it just seems like the guys can't match it, not quite. And they can stick with him for a while, but he really can really push those tires and push that car. I don't think fuel is an issue. It's definitely going to seem like it's more of a tire war here tonight. Left side's going on for the 8th car. Down and away. Jackie's looks like it's going to cost you about 2 laps when you make a stop. Thomas Walter, he's in trouble. He's already a lap down. Both him and James Trammell, they've been lapped by the leader, and they have yet to stop for their first pit stop. Sean Hofstadler, he's in 3rd. He's 9 seconds back from the leader. No one else has come in just yet. And just as I say that, here comes James Trammell. Boy, that is a slow crawl. Let's see how fast he's going. Pit speed limit must be about 35 miles an hour. I tell you, folks, at times like that, you feel like you could just get out and run faster. But that's what you got to do. Making his way down to his stall. It's the marks. Boy, he did overshoot. Oh man, I was about to say he got close to overshooting, and unfortunately he did. Tires and fuel for the 20 machine. And Jesse Thornock, he's on pit road also. And Dakota Moniz is just coming in now. Thornock, he's down and away. Looks like he's just about to, he passes, oh, that's a race off of pit road there. He almost got Trammell. See, Trammell, he's actually 3 laps down there. Thornock is only 2. Oh, Maurice Gamillion, what happened? Did he tow back? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, man, tough break for the 44. Not sure what happened there. What made him... Let's run that back real quick, see if we can see what happened to him. He was... there he is. He's coming down now. Oh, and he got up off the... He was trying to come around and couldn't quite. Let's run that back a little bit again so you can see what happened there. And we'll slow it down for a second. Here we're going to roof cam. Here he was coming down. We'll just go regular speed. He got down on the apron. He wasn't quite off the racing resurface. I don't think he got down to, couldn't slow down fast enough. Oh, and he looked like he damaged. He got stuck, hung up on the, that's what happened. He got hung up on the water barrels. Oh, man. Tough break, and had no choice but to toe in. Man, that is a tough break for the 44. Now showing, take it back live here. And so that is going to take a while, and he is effectively, now he's down and away, but he's in the last final position, but he's 4 laps down. And unless somebody has a retirement, that may be where his night ends. Landon Durhol coming down. Let's see, Ryan Ferraro making his way in. Thomas Walker all the way down pit road there. Kyle Rochelle still has not stopped yet. Adam Westfield, both him and Adam Westfield, Ryan Bird, they were among the last maybe 4 cars not to pit. Landon Durhol, he's on his way out. There's Bird making his way down. And now there were 2. Adam Westfield still out there. He is he's 18 seconds behind the leader, but him and Kyle Rochelle are still running here. 74 laps on that first set of tires. Wow. I tell you, Rochelle is putting on a clinic on tire management. That is something. I mean, Adam Westfield, and then he finally comes in, gets it woed down. Oh my goodness, he almost did the same thing Maurice Chameleon did and got collected by the water barrels. Averted disaster there. This will get some of the guys back on the lead lap. Pitting here on lap 75. Sinchak, he gets a lap back. He pitted on lap 61. As Rochelle makes his way down, Adam Westfield is your leader, and he's still going. It'll be interesting. Let's see, maybe he'll come down this time around. Oh, he tapped the wall there a little bit. And looks like is he coming in? No, he's staying out. It almost seemed like he thought about it, but he might have been going too fast to really get low down in time. There's Rochelle, I think he just passed. If he wants to stay within that same window as Rochelle, he probably should pit now. Let's see what he does this time. And yeah, it is. He's trying to get her low down, and he will get down safely onto pit road. He will relinquish the lead there. He's on pit road. You can see second place on the track map going into turns 3 and 4 there, coming around to retake the lead. There's Sinchak. He picks up the lead. That's interesting because Rochelle is running second. It must have really took him a while to get down there. I wonder if that trying to avoid the water barrels was enough time for Tom Sinchak to get up there and get past him. Westfield's on his way back out. He enters the field on 11th position. Now 12th. Looks like he'll slot in around 12th position there. About to lose at least one more. 13th. Looks like that was Thomas Walker went by. And Trammell might get him. Then again, he's able to get up to speed in time to keep from losing another position. Now, but Trammell, he's definitely up to speed. The tires already up to operating temperature. And looks like Adam's going to be able to fight him off. And of course, his tires are probably a bit more performance right now. James Trammell, he pitted back on lap 64. His tires are almost 20 laps older than Westfield. Meanwhile, up the front, there's Tom Sinchak. He's 7 seconds ahead of Kyle Rochelle. There he is, and there's Kyle Rochelle now. When the next time they pit, if this thing continues to go green at green flag pit stops, he has to have a very good pit entry and just have no bobbles, because he probably can outlast Sinchak if the second run here goes as well as the first. He can probably outpace him as far as making the tires last. But he also wants to be careful not to use up his rubber. You know, he has to hurry and get around these other cars, these lap cars, so they can just focus on running his line and preserving those good years as long as he possibly can. That gap is starting to come down though. Now 5.1, just about 5 seconds. He's really displaying a good ability to, he can already make the tires last a long time, but at the same time, just the actual pace that he's running. Look at how quickly he's catching up on Kralik here. That Kralik, he pitted on lap 55, so yeah, he's been out there for a minute. And, so it wouldn't surprise me that he caught him that fast. But I mean, he has really closed down that gap. It's less than 4 seconds now. Still has a few more lap cars to go before he catches the leader. Sinchak is coming out of 2. He's going into 1. And it may be just a thing of, like I said, just pacing himself. There he is. And there's Sinchak going into 1 there. Right now we're showing 6 cars on the lead lap. Vincent Sora, he is like at the tail end of the lead lap. Tom Sinchak is only 3 3/4 seconds behind him. And at the pace that they have been going, don't know if he'll be able to keep him back there or not. Sorry, he stopped on lap 57. Sinchak stopped on lap 61, so you see the numbers are already kind of against him. That gap's slowly starting to come down. It's over 3 seconds now. You see back there's Brandon Durhol. He's running 3rd at the moment. What's going on behind him there is Sean Hufstadler. And he's battling, looks like Kralik there had to go high there. Tires maybe starting to go away on him just a little bit. Hufstadler there, he's battling with Jesse Thornott. Battling out for that 4th spot. Hufstadler has it, Thornott wants it. Further back, there's Vincent Sora. He's got Ryan Bird behind him. 1.5 seconds there. There he is, and there's 3rd right there. And he's got the leader. Okay, look at Rochelle. Okay, did I miss something here? Rochelle ended up passing Sinchak. I thought Sinchak was in the lead. Boy, he caught him in a hurry. Good grief, he probably was in the lead. Wow. I mean, the pace that he is running is just unbelievable. And now he's over 1.5 seconds ahead of Tom Sinchak once again. Now there are only 5 cars on the lead lap. Jesse Thornock, he's on the last car on the lead lap. If there were to be a caution, Vincent Sora would, well, let's see, Ryan Bird would be the lucky dog. There's the other Ryan here, Ryan Ferraro. He's running in the 10th spot. Now he's got a battle. He's got Fono right there in front of him. That's for position, and also Thomas Walter almost 2.5 seconds behind him. So no pressure from behind at the moment, and all his attention is on that 51 car right in front of him. Folks, things are running along pretty steadily here, and everybody's spaced out, and Rochelle looks like he's once again in a pretty good command of the lead of this race here. By 3.5 seconds between him and teammate Tom Simchak. So we're going to take a moment and break away. You're watching the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge here on Rice Motorsports TV. Well, I tell you, Sinchak's got a bit of a, you can see what's going on there, folks. A bit of pressure going on. Give a shout out to the folks in the chat. Yeah, Max, yeah, my mic's fine. I was just kind of, you know, doing a little, I guess it was sort of like a crank it up feature there and stuff. Maybe I should have said something, but yeah. But hey, picture speaks 1,000 words here, folks. You see what's happening here, man. I tell you, the 24, he's running down the 8 machine, and can Sinchak keep him back there? That's the question. And he's over 8 seconds behind his teammate, Kyle Rochelle. Let's take a look here. Let's see now. Sinchak, the last time he stopped was lap 61. And Landon Durhol pitted on lap 71. So he went 10 laps longer than the 8 car. And if he's putting this kind of pressure on him, if he's able to continue that type of run this time around, he'll definitely be interested in getting ahead of him and hopefully, maybe possibly pulling away and extending his lead a little bit. Back is Sean Hufstadler. Now he's actually chasing Landon Durhol as well, but Durhol's like between 7 and 8 seconds down the road. And he has lap cars of Sora and Vermillion. Well, I tell you, that's something. Vincent Sora, who would have thought? Here he is running 9, 1 lap down. And just not the best day for the 14 car there. I mean, yeah, you got a nice gap to the cutoff, but definitely don't want to put that in jeopardy by finishing mid-pack or even worse. I'm sure if he could get up to the front, he most definitely would, but the Monster Miles is just not being kind to the 14 here today. You can see a little bit of damage on that right front hood. He made a few visits to the wall there. He's got Maurice Gamillion driving under him, and actually there's Ryan Ferraro. He's about to take that 9th spot away from him if he's not careful. There's Ferraro making a move now, and he drives right on by. Vincent Sora continues to struggle. Unless he thinks that mathematically he can't lose, and he may just be cruising around, but I can't imagine him doing that. And he's a racer, and he's not just going to lay down and just cruise the whole race. He's going to try to get up there and win that thing if he can. I'm sure of that. But he definitely lost that position to Ferraro, and Ferraro has already pulled out over a half second ahead of him. And now that leaves Jesse Thornlock behind him on the lead lap. Actually, Thornlock is, I'm sorry, not Thornlock, but he's directly behind him, Thomas Walter, and then your leader, Kyle Rochelle, is behind Walter. Yeah, he is definitely struggling today. Every time he comes out with 2 and 4, just can't keep those rear tires hooked up. Boy, that makes for a long day there, folks. We got some folks on pit road here. Let's see who's there. Jesse Thornlock, he's on pit road. Looks like a regularly scheduled stop. Left tire's going on. There's Trammell coming in right there. Just passed him. And Pollock on his way out. Well, actually, I'm sorry, on his way in. Thornock's on his way out. He's in currently 11th position. He's about to lose another lap. He's 2 laps down at the moment. And now make that 3. But he doesn't have anyone behind him. Now, who is that? Was that Sora we saw? Yep, it's Sora going down on pit road. I don't think anyone's had any real reason to have to use a faster pair. It's not a very aerodynamic track like Talladega or Daytona. He may or may not use it. And I think his biggest problem is the tires anyway, and that's more cosmetic than anything. Oh, and he overshot his pit stall to add to what's becoming a pretty long day for the 14 car. Left side's getting ready to go on. Left side's on, and he's down and away. Kyle Rochelle continues to lead just about 12 seconds ahead of his teammate Tom Sinchak, making his way through lapped cars. Here, lap 131. We're now past the halfway point. Look a little further back, there's Ryan Bird. He's in the 4th position. Now he's got Thomas Walter between him and I start to say Adam Westfield there, the one that he's battling. But now Walter and Durholder's gotten between him and the 92. So he's got a bit of a cushion there at the moment. Running comfortably in that 4th position. Westfield good 10 seconds back. Wow, and now there's only 3 cars on pit road, and I think it's about to become 2. There's Tom Sinchak pitting now lap 135. Him and Thomas Walter in the pits. Walter left side going on for the 57 car. He's down and away. Left side's being finished on the 8 machine. Now he's down and away. Adam Westfield, a 92 machine, making his way in here on lap 136. And that leaves Kyle Rochelle and Sean Hofstadler. Now they're the 2 that have been out. Hofstadler, he stopped on lap 70. And Rochelle, he stopped on lap 75 last time around. So wouldn't that be interesting? Can Sean Hofstadler, can he stretch it out any further? James Trammell making his way in on pit road. Position. Now he's about 9 laps down. Ryan Ferrara also coming in. Oh, and he locked them up. You can see some smoke from locking up the tires there. Hopefully he didn't get a speeding penalty. Boy, this is fast becoming a rout. I mean, the 2 lead, whoever's in the top 2 or 3 seems like about the only cars able to keep pace with Kyle Rochelle, who is just setting a blistering pace out there tonight. It may not even be the fastest time, but just the fact that he is able to just push those Goodyears, you know, further and further into this race. He's about to get passed by the 24 there. Of course, Burhol's not on the lead lap. I think he just got one of his laps back by passing the 21. Somewhere around lap 150, I would guess, Kyle Rochelle will probably come in if he's able to run the same for another 75 laps. And Ryan Bird making his way down to his pit box. It's right. He didn't overshoot? No, it looks like he's okay. He got in there okay. Max Foner's coming down. Max running in the 7th position. Not having a bad day. Gets to his box there. Almost like he overshot it, got into the wrong box. He's on his way out. Left tire's going on Max's car. Now he is down and away. Max said in the chat that the track was even tighter than it was in practice. Maybe something the guys weren't expecting so much so in the race. Might have caught some folks out, and Landon Durhol got one of his laps back, but right now Kyle Rochelle is the only car on the lead lap now. He's got his teammate behind him. I think Sinchak just got back one of his laps. Now he's one lap down. Kyle Rochelle is definitely in a league of his own at the moment. They're a lap 146 at 250. Now it kind of just depends on how the timing of these green flag pit stops. He's going to have to be careful not to get in the situation where if he goes to pit and one of the guys behind him, obviously when they start cycling around, other people are going to move to the lead. Don't want to run out of laps to be able to get that lead back. We still have a ways to go before we have to worry about that. Here, lap 148, we could almost start to expect him to come in now anytime soon now. And now, just as I say it, here he comes. Oh boy, locks him up. He really locked up the brakes getting down. Make sure not to get that pit road speeding penalty. His pit stall there. The leader, yeah, it's the longest crawl of all, getting down pit road. Right side's on, left side's getting ready to go on there. Down and away. Now, some of you probably wondering now, why is that pit crew standing there on the wall? I'll share a little secret with you there. You know, that's some of the magic of iRacing here, folks. I'm watching the race. I'm not actually in the race with them, but I'm watching as a spectator. But one of the little byproducts of that is my pit crew will be visible on pit road. So yeah, if you have to see that's one good way to tell that, well, there's somebody watching this race. Because can see their pit crew on the pit wall. Or at least I can. The other guys can't. You know, if you're the one that's watching as a spectator, you'll be able to see your own pit crew. Back out and currently in the lead now. James Trammell, he's on pit road. Another round of green flag pit stops have commenced. Sinchak and Rochelle are running second and third respectively. There's Sinchak, there's Rochelle. He's about 5 seconds behind his teammate. And boy, just look at the way he just went around Ryan Bird there. And I tell you, the gap is just going to come down quick, folks. I mean, there's nothing about it. He came in a hurry. Fortunately, he did not get a speeding penalty. That would have really thrown a wrench into his plans, big time. But man, it's just, that car is just on rails. By virtue of the fact that he went a lot further than other drivers, when he does finally pit, his tires are so much fresher. It's not necessarily that he's so much faster than them, that he's just got more tire to work with. And you know, it's into that vicious cycle now where there's nothing they can do to defend against him. You know, he stretches out. It all started with stretching out that first stint that much further than anybody else, so it puts you in that kind of a cycle that every time you pit, sure, somebody's going to get the lead from you, but their tires are going to be so old, and he's able to maintain a pace. There he is going around Thomas Walter, and he is just like that. He is caught up to his teammate. Boy, he is right on the nose of Sinchak. And now he's just going to drive right under him, having those fresher tires. Sinchak stopped on lap 133. Rochelle stopped on lap 148. Your tires, I mean, here 15 laps means a lot here at Dover. Pretty much nothing that Sinchak could do. And the simple fact that Rochelle is going at such a brisk pace anyway. I don't think there will be too much anything anybody can do, really. Ryan Ferraro there goes high to let the leader through. Now lap 158 of 250. Just under 100 laps to go. Now everything is just about, there he goes. Now he finally takes the lead once again. Gets past Landon Durhold. I think his tires are 21 laps younger than Durhold's. Once again, Kyle Rochelle back to the point. We're on lap 160 of 250. And I think we're going to probably have at least one more round of pit stops, I believe. That could get interesting, you know. Can they make it to the end after one more stop? I'm guessing he'd probably stop around like maybe lap 118 or 20 or something like that. And then you definitely could make it to the end from there, but that's definitely going to probably be where we're at. So we've completed this round of pit stops here. Rochelle, Durhold, Sinchak, Huffstutler, Thornock for the moment are the 5 cars on the lead lap. Thornock looks like he's just about to getting a little close to losing a lap though. He's like 19 seconds. So there's your leader. And there's Thornock. He's still a little ways around. They're about a quarter of a way around the track. There he is, about crossing the line right. No, he's on turn 3. Well, you can see that banking here, edge over. Well, I keep crossing the line, and there, well, there he is right there. Less than about a half a straightaway, if that much. Rochelle is just mowing him down. So, yeah, we're gonna break away once again, and we'll be back for the conclusion of this race here. You're watching the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Season 1 Playoffs, race number 3 of the round of 8 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
Caution's out, not caution's out. Earl, you sure you got your release mark correct coming into pit road? Yes, I do, sir.
Okay, folks, we have caution here on lap 168, and I tell you, Kyle Rochelle, he's right now he's minus a teammate at the moment. Problems for Tom Sinchak. Sinchak, he is on pit road. He had a problem there, damage, quite a little bit of rear damage there on the 8 car, him and Ryan Ferraro. So let's take a look at this here and see if we can see what happened here. Oh, okay. He just did. Let's run it back so we can take a look at that. I think I don't know if his connection was acting a little funny there or not. I think he popped out for a minute. Don't see him at the moment. There he is right there. And just went down and got way down off the apron, on the apron, and went up high, got into the outside wall. Looks like Aaron Kralik, he got by, and here he goes down to the inside. Remember I was saying he hit that outside wall. Now he's trying to avoid hitting the barrels, but now he flies back up on the track and boom, right into the outside wall. I'm thinking Ryan Ferraro is going to come in the picture here somewhere. Don't know where he is. There's Ferraro. He's still running right now. I don't know if he actually crashed or not. He might not have actually been getting a report that he did, but it might have just been him. Let's see. Let's get on board with Ferraro here. And no, it doesn't look like we're running regular speed here. Doesn't seem like anything happened there. We're on the roof cam. Now, there he is right there. Let's slow it down. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, he did miss him. He did miss the 8 car. I wonder if he just grazed him or not. Let's see how close that was. Let's run that back to here and slow it down. Oh, we didn't go back far enough. Let's go back and see here. And let's put it like right there. Here they are coming out of 4. He wasn't anywhere close to the 8. 24, Landon Durhol, he did get into the wall himself. Oh, and that's where Ferraro might have got. Boy, look at that. He avoided the 24, and the 24 turned back. And oh no, and got him all up against the wall. 24 trying to maintain control of the car. There's Adam Westfield. He manages to get through. Good grief. I'm sorry, that was the, who was that? That was the 58, I believe. Ryan Bird. Then we saw Westfield and Thomas Walter and company go on by. Oh man, that was a tough break there for the 12. But we're racing once again here, and Tom Sinchak, he's running. Let's see, Ryan Ferraro, he's running. James Trammell is on pit road. He's the one that's on pit road. And not sure if he's going to make it out or not. He doesn't seem to have any damage on the car. He might have decided to call it a day, unless he got some kind of penalty or something. But, Kyle Rochelle, he continues to lead. Here, lap 175 at 250. Go ahead and crank up the volume there, folks. We're going to ride along with some of the guys here. Riding along with Ryan Ferraro in the 11th spot. Now Kyle Rochelle, he of course is the leader, and see, oh, there's Vincent Sora. He's on pit road, and Adam Westfield there, also coming on pit road. There's Westfield making his way down to his box. Right on the money there for Westfield. James Trammell is still on pit road. Sora down to his box. Adams on his way back out. Sora right behind him there. They get back up to speed. Sora, he's 4 laps down, running in 11th position. Westfield, he's in 13th position, 5 laps down. So right now with those fresh tires, they'll feel like Superman here for a few laps. James Trammell continues to stay on pit road. He's not showing as retired yet, but I think he must be. He must have decided, because he's showing 49 laps down. And unless I didn't see the car have any damage on it that I could appreciate. And he might have just decided to park it for the day and just has not gotten out of the car yet. Second place, Landon Durhol. Now with Sinchak now having that caution there with Ryan Ferraro, that kind of shook up the field here a little bit. Durhol now finds himself in second position, and Jesse Thornock is in the third spot. Jesse, he's not in the running. Neither is Hubstubler in fourth, or Ryan Bird in fifth. But Landon Durhol, he's most definitely is. Durhol, he's got 7. He's 38 points out, and currently running second. Yeah, that could help him, especially looking at where Thomas Walter and Aaron Kralik are at the moment. Walter in 7th, 2 laps down. Kralik in 8th. That could help Durhol quite a bit here. I'm not even going to try to do the math, folks. I'd not to see there's other things there. You got to figure other stuff as well. I don't know if they have points for leading the lap, bonus points or whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see what the final 4 finally is. With Maurice Vermillion, he was on the bubble, and unfortunately, right now he's 12th, 4 laps down. Still running. Got the car fixed. They didn't bother to put the hood back on it, but that's okay. He's still running. He is comfortably in 3rd position. And right now there are 5 cars on the lead lap. Rochelle Durhol, Thornock, Huff Stutler, and Ryan Bird. But Bird, he's nowhere close to Thornock. Huff Stutler's got like 9 seconds back, and then Bird to another 13. Hubstubler, he's mired in traffic at the moment. Ryan Ferraro right in front of him. Makes his way around the 12 car. Next he has Pollock and Fona to get around. Ryan Bird. He's the last car on the lead lap. Looks like he's 14 seconds back from the leader, so it's not too bad. He's on the track map. The cars are so close together, you can't really see 5th place, but you kind of get the idea where he is there. But then it's like, oh boy, how long does it go before those Goodyear tires start complaining? James Chamel continues to sit on pit road. Kyle Rochelle continues to press forward. He's actually only 1 point, he's just barely, not just barely 2 seconds ahead of Landon Durhol. Let's see, Durhol, and you know what? Because of the caution, they both pitted on the same lap. So I guess you could say a level playing field. Now the question is, can Durhol live in his world? You know, can he keep pace with Rochelle? I would say pretty much to the end of this race. I don't see them stopping again. Well, actually, maybe around, I'm thinking about it, maybe lap 136 or something. It's going to be close though. There won't be that many laps to go. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, yeah, with about maybe 25 laps to go or something, we might see another round of pit stops. And we haven't seen anybody stay out, like say when Rochelle has to relinquish the lead, making that green flag pit stop. It hasn't been like a whole lot of laps where it took him to get back. Boy, he would not want to see a caution though if he came in for a green flag pit stop and then a caution came out, pinning him a lap down, or in this case, definitely would allow the cars on the lead lap with him. Yeah, might actually put him at least 1 lap down if he would have been stuck. You know, caution would have come out. So definitely want to, as far as he's concerned, keep it clean and green, and his strategy will work out just fine. Now just over 2 seconds ahead of Landon Durhol, so that keeps fluctuating a bit between 2 and now it's like 1.8 seconds. Now lap 202 of 50, less than 48 to go. They both stopped on lap 166. Wow, this might even come down closer to the finish than you would think. They might pit somewhere within 10 laps to go here, which wouldn't leave him a large window for those pit stops to cycle around. Let's see what Jesse Thornlock is here in relation to Durhol. 2 3/4 seconds behind the 24 car. Well, I tell you, a good stroke of fortune there for the 28, Jesse Thornlock. But Jesse, he pitted a lap after they did. All of the guys that are on the lead lap pitted on lap 166. Except for Jesse, he pitted on lap 167. I don't know if that one lap will really make a difference or not, but you know, anything to keep him in that window with the top 5. This could turn out definitely a good day for the 28 car. He's actually reeling in Landon Durhol at the moment. Now running out just under 2.5 seconds. There he is. And there's Landon right there. So as you can see, not that far ahead of the 28. We could be in for some exciting racing here, folks, at the very end. Or they hit these, if they hit another green flag pit stops, those crews, pit crews, they're gonna have to be on their A game for sure. No mistakes, no overshooting pit stalls. And that will definitely spell disaster. You're not gonna have a whole lot of time to play around with. Jesse Thornock is now less than 2 seconds behind Landon Durhol, 1.9596. You know, sometime when you can see your competition, it kind of motivates you to really like, okay, we can get this. It's almost as if you can gauge what you're doing, you know, what's working, what's not working, you know, based on how you get closer or further away from the competition. Jesse Thornock's target is right there in front of him. Let's look at their lap times here and see how they compare here. Let's see. Durhol has been slower every single lap. You can see it, folks. He's now 1.85 seconds ahead of Jesse Thornock. Jesse's been quicker by a little over a tenth just about every lap of the last 5 laps. Lap 210, he was only 5 1,000ths quicker. Lap 209, he was 9 1,000ths. But before that, he was 1/10, 2/10, just about 3/10 there on lap 207. Let's see what happened when he crossed the line that time. 0.06 of a second. He's slowly starting to wear him down. It's almost a thing where, you know, not that you're just pushing hard pushing to try to just catch that guy, but really focus on being smooth in and out of the turns. Take care of those tires. If you take care of those tires, Durhol was actually faster that time around, trying to respond to an approaching Jesse Thornock. Stay in that rhythm and stay smooth. Results from that. Jesse continued to reel him in, now 1.75 seconds. Now it's still falling. Kyle Rochelle is just about 4 seconds ahead. I heard somebody hit the wall. Oh, who was that? Wow. I'm not sure who that was. Everybody's still rolling. Don't see anybody not rolling here. Somebody definitely bumped into the wall somewhere. Kyle Rochelle, he's going along like a man possessed there. Now 4 seconds ahead of Landon Durhol. There he is. There's Durhol. You can see Jesse Thornock right behind him. Right there. Yeah, now you can really see how much closer he is now. Less than a second, folks. Less than 3/4 of a second. Or right thereabouts. Oh, and there he goes. He's going on into the pits. Durhol has had enough. Landon Durhol pitting on lap 218. Here we go, folks. You know this is going to be it. This is going to be the last stop of the race. I'm pretty sure he's going to lose at least 1 or 2 laps. What is this going to do for Rochelle and for Thornock? How much further can Thornock go? There he is. Looks like, did he get fuel? He might have just got fuel only. I'm not sure. Trying to get around. He's already lost 1 lap. He didn't go 2 laps down. He's fallen as far as 6th position. Garlic, Thornock is very close to him now. So actually, he did, Durholt did, Rochelle did get by, and so Landon Durholt is indeed 2 laps down now. So where's Jesse Thornock? He's still running a 2nd position, just over 5 seconds behind Kyle Rochelle. Very good run. Sean Huffstadler is right there. And he's not that far from Jesse Thornock. He's right there with Thornock. And this is shaping up to be an interesting podium here. You know, it may not be the people you thought were going to be on the podium. Sinchak is back running in 6th position, 1 lap down. Sora, he's in 11th position, 3 laps down. And James Trammell, he actually did retire the 20 machine, so he is officially out of the race now. And sit back and enjoy the finish here. Now there they are. There's Kyle Rochelle going into turn 1. Now lap 224 of 250, just over 25 laps to go. Durholt, he pitted on lap 217. I think I was predicting around 218 or so, something like that. Question is now, Rochelle and them, are they going to be pitting in anytime soon? I wonder if it's possible for him to actually get all the way to the finish. Him and Thornock and Huffstadler. There he is coming up on his teammate Tom Sinchak. Sinchak going the 2nd lap down. See him rolling out of that throttle a little bit longer each lap. He could be doing it to preserve those tires or preserve those fuel, or both. Whichever one it is, or if it's both, it's still very, very smooth with it. He's still maintaining a 5-second gap on 2nd place Jesse Thornock. Thornock was a little closer. Michelle's teammate, Tom Sinchak, he could play a little bit of a spoiler if he were to get by and make that 8 car as wide as possible for the 28 should he catch Kyle Rochelle. There he goes now, making his way by Tom Sinchak. So now things are getting interesting. There is there's Sinchak right there, and there's Thornock coming under the bridge right now. Well, I tell you, he's got a battle of his own, though. Sean Huffstadler is right there, folks. He wants to get that 2nd position. Boy, they're going to be battling for that here. Hustler looked like he just about got the position. He pitted on lap 166, Thornock on 167. So I'm thinking they're both going to have to pit again. That could be an interesting battle on and off pit road. Let's see if Thornock can keep pace with the 94 car. Now we're lap 232 of 250. Kyle Rochelle, he continues to go on here. Can these guys, I'm wondering if all of these guys are going to try to make it to the end. Because if they were to pit now, it's kind of getting to the point where they are about beyond the point of no return. You can't really pit now and lose a lap and get it back of anybody else behind you. They're not going to stop. They won't be stopping. So they're kind of really forced to run that long stint. They're going to have to go to the end, I would think, if they want to finish where they are. And Michelle making his way on. And you can hear him just being super gentle going through these turns. He is very gentle on that throttle. Getting back on that throttle. Call him the tire master. He is saving those good years. I mean, the car looks good too. I mean, the car, the rear end isn't breaking away on him. He is not overdriving the car. Sean Huffstutler is now just under 4 seconds, like 3.9, 3.8 behind him. He's actually starting to put a little bit of a gap on Jesse Thornock. There's Huffstutler, there's Thornock right there. He's falling a ways back. In fact, Thornock, he's well over a second. And Sean Huffstutler, boy, I tell you, he's lap 237. He is 3.2, and that gap is continuing to fall, folks. Could we see Huffstutler get his first league win here tonight? Should he catch the 21 car? You heard how Kyle Rochelle was just really babying that throttle. That's right on board with Sean here. I tell you, it's very, very similar. The throttle control he's displaying there to Kyle Rochelle. They're both being super smooth coming out of those corners, preserving those tires as far as they possibly can. And that gap is continuing to come down, folks. It is just about to be 2 seconds, under 2 seconds. Sean Huffstutler is running down Kyle Rochelle here, folks. He is not in the championship hunt, but you know what? This man's hungry for a win. And he smells blood in the water right now. Lap 241 of 250, folks. Oh boy, there he is. Right there. And there's Kyle Rochelle right there. A few lap cars right in between them. That's it. Rochelle crosses the line. Huffstutler crosses the line. Maurice Gamillion and Ryan Ferraro, the 2 lap cars in between them. I'm sure they'll probably stay to the high side. The leaders can get through there. He gets by Ferraro. Man, he is marching in on Kyle Rochelle here. Maurice Gamillion will squeeze by the 44. Man, he is closed up. He is right there, folks. It's Sean Huffstutler and Kyle Rochelle. That McDonald's machine is right all over the 21 there. Rochelle is pulling the trigger. He's ready to go, folks. And he's going to drive right on by Rochelle. New leader, Sean Huffstadler. Lap 244 of 250. Does Kyle Rochelle have anything from him? I don't think so. And there, Kyle Rochelle is there. Now, where is Jesse Thornock? Thornock is he's a ways back. Now you see Rochelle there. He's coming out of 2, and Jesse is right there, just crossing the line. So he's about half a lap back from the 21. But Sean Huffstadler, it's taken him all season or all the time that he's been with the league to get here. But right now, he is in the captain's seat, and he is rolling along. Less than 5 laps to go now. Seems every bit as smooth as Kyle Rochelle. Car is handling beautifully. Making his way through turns 3 and 4 as Thomas Walter right in front of him. Crosses the line, it'll be lap 248. Walter, he takes a very high line. And there he is, let's see. And there he is, and there's Kyle Rochelle. And actually, Ryan Bird is now in 3rd position. He got past Jesse Thornock. So Thornock's tires faded. Tom Sinchak, he's on pit road. Meanwhile, Sean Huffstadler is coming around now. And the white flag is in the air for the 94 car. One more lap. He hasn't been battling for victories a whole lot during the season, but you have seen him up there. He's been up there getting close time and time again. And it looks like his time has come, folks. Sean Huffstadler is going to be your winner tonight here at the Monster Mile at Dover. And just like that, kind of made it look easy, folks. I mean, he just ran down the leaders. First time winner, I believe. Kyle Rochelle comes in 2nd position. Sean Huffstadler, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's get these guys in the booth here. Let's see. Let's see if we can find him. Hopefully he's got it. Hopefully he's in the chat here. Let's see. Oh, grabbing the wrong person. Let's see. We'll try to get him up to the winner's circle here. Gonna move him on up here. Going up Sean and Rochelle and Bird. If we can find them. There are a lot of different channels there. There's Kyle right there. Move him up. And let's see if Ryan Bird, there's Ryan. We'll move him up as well. And let's head on down there with them there. Okay, folks, we're here in the my mic on. There we go. Okay, folks, we're here in the winner's circle here with our top three. Hey, Sean, man, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Finally got one.
Yes, sir. Always happy to see a first-time winner, man. I tell you, man, you made it look easy, man. You know, we've seen a lot of times Kyle Rochelle can just take those tires and just make them last and just march away from the field. And, man, this like you came from out of nowhere.
Yeah, it kind of worked in my favor. No cautions. I let a lot of those guys by me early and just caught back up with them. I was just running my consistent laps, and wherever I finished, I finished.
All right.
Thank God there wasn't a caution, because Kyle had the car all night.
Now, when they had that caution with Tom Sinchak and Ryan Ferraro, did that help you out, you think?
Yeah, it did, because I knew once I came in, I think that was my window that I knew I wasn't going to go pit again.
Right. And that was something.
It worked.
Yeah, because we were wondering, because we were looking at the top three there and wondering, like, man, I think they're going to try to go all the way to the end here. That was a long stint for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
But yeah, we were riding along with you there and stuff, and like, very smooth. And obviously, I guess it was more of a thing of conserving the tires than the fuel. Fuel was never an issue, huh?
No, fuel wasn't an issue. Just the tires.
All right.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised I caught Kyle as fast as I did toward the end. But
man, well, congratulations, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Hey, just want to give a shout out to all the admin and all the league drivers. This is an awesome league to be a part of. Appreciate everybody's hard work to make it this good on the weekends, man. That was a great race.
Yeah, it certainly was, man. I tell you, and nice to see you battle up there and get that win. Congratulations, man, on your first victory here in the league.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to Kyle Rochelle. Hey, Kyle, I tell you, man, you were the king of the heat there pretty much all day. Did the tires just kind of let you down there a little bit at the end?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate the way things happen. I don't know how Sean caught me. Got to give a big props to him. You know, I caught me off guard, to be honest. I was trying to save fuel and burned my tires off pretty good there in the last run, and I don't know. No words, really.
Yeah, I mean, because we've seen you be a master of those tires a lot of times. You know, and nothing. You know, it's not surprising to see you really have a really long stint there. And but yeah, I guess that for this particular time though, it just you know, it didn't even seem like you were wearing your tires out, because we were riding along with both you and Sean, and it just seemed like you guys were so smooth. The car was never seemed like it was getting out from under you, and you just it seemed like you really had a good command of the car there.
Yeah, I mean, the first 40 laps or so, you know, Tom Senchek passed me, my teammate, and I thought he was going to just set sail, and somehow I was able to stick with him and saw him burn his tires off, saw where he was making mistakes and where I could be faster and use that to my advantage. But I wasn't looking for that caution. I was just setting sails, and I was ready for this thing to go green flag the whole way. I think I could have easily had a 20-second lead rather than get caught with a 24-second lead, you know?
Right, yeah. I tell you, like they say, it's never over till it's over. But you know, now I guess we'll see. I don't know how the points are going to shake out and everything, but because you were third anyway. You know, you weren't right on the cutoff anyway. So coming in second,
yeah,
you definitely should be going to the show. Yeah,
we're in the show for next week, and hopefully this week's a blessing in disguise. We didn't get the win tonight. Maybe we'll get it next week.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I just got to give a shout out to the team, Tom, James. Tom, I don't know what happened to him. He had an unfortunate night there at the end, but hopefully we'll both go into next week and get a win for the team.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Ryan, man, I tell you, after that caution, things got shook up there a little bit, and you were able to actually run down Jesse Thornock and got yourself in third position.
Yeah, it was a great race. Me and Max kind of worked on a plan and just stuck to it the whole race, worked on a line that worked. that you could hit that line every lap and really be nice to the tires. And we're expecting it to go green the whole way. And the way our plan would have worked would have probably been good, but not quite as good as it turned out.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely was looking like a green flag all the way. And tell you the truth, I'm not even sure what happened. I think something happened there with Tom Senchak, and he went down, you know, got down on the apron and bounced off the wall a couple of times, and that's what started the chain reaction there and stuff. But if it wasn't for that, yeah, things might have been a little different. But all that matters now is, man, you got on that podium, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's the first one, and I was actually running behind Tom. He just disappeared all of a sudden, and when he came back, the caution was out. So I'm not entirely sure what happened, but that's really unfortunate. He was super fast tonight.
Yeah, okay, that explains a little bit, because when we were looking at the replay, he had disappeared. We were trying to find him on the instant replay, and all of a sudden his car appeared and he was going into the wall. So I guess maybe it was a connection issue or something. And I tell you, man, that's nothing that any of us can do anything about. That kind of stuff can bite you at any moment. And but fortunately, you were in the right place to capitalize on it. And congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, of course, Max Warner for welcoming me onto his team. All the admins for putting on a great league here. Very clean driving. To run 250 laps at Dover and have only one caution's pretty impressive. That's not going to happen anywhere else. So thank you to everyone that works for the league and works on the league and makes all this happen.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations, and hopefully see you here next week for the finale there.
Yes, sir. I'll be here.
Okay. See ya. Okay, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us here tonight, and we're going to go ahead and pull up the final results here for you. And we have a new winner here tonight, folks. Sean Huffstudler is your winner. And coming in second is Kyle Rochelle. And then we have Ryan Bird third, Jesse Thornock fourth, Landon Durhol fifth, Max Foner sixth, Thomas Walter seventh, Aaron Kralik eighth, Ryan Ferraro ninth, Vincent Sora rounds out the top 10, followed by Adam Westfield, Tom Senchak 12th, 13th Maurice Gamillion, 14th we have James Trammell, Dakota Moniz 15th, and I guess Stephen Perry, he might have been, I don't know if it was race control or just wasn't able to make the race or not, but he's showing as 16th position, though he did not run. And but thank you as always for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV, and hope you've enjoyed the race here, North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. And I tell you, but it was got very interesting there at the end for sure, and definitely love to see a first-time winner, and congratulations to him, and for all of us here, we wish you a pleasant evening.